Avengers! Assemble.
Welcome back to the channel. It's the Pre-Avengers here, guys, and welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video. Today, we're going to be talking about Otherworld Battle. It is officially Season 3 of Otherworld Battle. Crazy to think that it's already Season 3, considering it wasn't that long ago. It feels like that this game mode had come out, and now we're in Season 3. So we're going to go ahead and talk about everything you need to know about Season 3 and everything they've sort of changed, and what you may have missed out on last season and you don't want to miss out on this season. So let's go ahead and dive straight on into it. So if you didn't know, Season 3 actually dropped a week ago, but I didn't make a video till now for two reasons. One, I was busy. Two, there wasn't too much to talk about until now. So let's get straight on into it. So first of all, last season, we were able to go ahead and get ourselves the Sanctum Secured Special Icon if you made it to Gold and above. So you want to make sure that you start making Gold and above, guys, because you'll be able to get those icons. Plus, you'll get a bunch more crystals and mementos. So we actually ended up leaving off last season. I'm going to have to check because I don't remember. We ended off here, looks like Challenger. Yep, we ended off Challenger, so you can tell by your frame. It'll be on your icons. So you can go to your friends list and look at yourself, or in your alliance, and you'll be able to see the different icons. You can see my sort of icon is outlined by a Challenger frame here, and that's another cool part about ranking up, is you get to show off what league you ended off on. So if you like that kind of stuff, you like being competitive with your friends and whatnot, and you want to show off that you made Challenger or Vibranium, then make sure to grind up, guys, especially because not only can you show off, but like I said, you get a lot more crystals. So I ended up with I already claimed all these rewards, but I ended up with 300 crystals, and it goes as low as only 50 in bronze. So yeah, it's a pretty big difference. Definitely want to get your hands on as many crystals as possible. I also got 3,800 mementos, which is important because you want to start saving those to either A, catch up on your tier 4 materials. So for example, I am very behind on my Soul of the Fault line because I couldn't clear GBR back in the day. I'm about 10,000 behind my carbs, almost 11,000 now. So every time in the shop, I go to materials and I buy the 300 Soul of the Fault line so I can sort of get those numbers even. When I'm not doing that and I have more mementos, I'm saving up for the Dimension Chest CTP. You definitely want to save up for that, guys. It's another way to get a free CTP, and CTPs are not an easy thing to get your hands on, so you want to save 40,000 to go ahead and buy that every so often. You can only buy one once a month. So I would suggest sort of saving up to that and then using whatever else you have left on the tier 4 materials, like I said. So yeah, you want to make sure you keep doing that. And every month when you get your sort of rewards, that's why it's important to get as high as possible, because you get more momentums the higher you go. In Challenger, you get 3,800. In Bronze, you get 2,200. So this season now, of course, they haven't updated the rewards just yet. Every new season, the special icon sort of changes. Last time it was the Miles Morales one. This time it is the Sanctum Secured. So you do just get that in your inventory, and then you just click Use, and then you can go on over to your, your Select Main icon, and it should be under your special icon. So we did get the Token of Faith last time from Season 1 reward, which was the Miles Morales logo, of course. Then we got the Sanctum Secured for last season, which is, of course, the Doctor Strange one. And they don't change it. It's still going to show you right now that at the end of this season, you're going to get the Sanctum. You're not. It's going to eventually change as we get closer. Obviously, we have 47 days left of Season 3, so plenty of time to grind up to whatever league you want to get to. I still highly recommend you do that. But as we get closer, we'll get a brand new icon. So that's kind of why, at the time, too, I didn't want to make this video last week because, like I said, there wasn't much to talk about. They haven't changed too much. All they did change was a couple of the effects, which we're going to dive into and leave here for last. The only other thing I did want to double check is that if we got any new Abilities, which it looks like we did get Fear. I haven't seen that one before. Activate rate 50% when hit. Applies to enemies. Okay, interesting. We'll see how that works. I think buff effect increase might also be new, and I think that's about it. We're going to get a new buff, two new buffs in 4 days, 2 new in 18, and then 2 more new in 32 days. So yeah, the list of buffs are going to increase even more, and they already have a lot right now. So yeah, I'll probably do some testings on these, and I'll let you guys know which ones I think is good. You do want to buy some, because the next thing I want to talk about before we look at the debuffs and stuff is that you want to make sure you're getting all your challenges done. If you didn't know, the 5 daily challenges that you get some pretty nice mementos and runes in return. And like I said, you want to maximize your amount of mementos. You should be trying to get that dimension CTP chest at least once a month, so almost one every season basically, because you definitely want to max out on that. But some of the other ones that you can get some pretty nice stuff for is if you actually buy some of the battlefield effects. You actually get some pretty good rewards in return for that. I think I already did it, so I'm gonna have to look here. Let's see if I can. No, here we go. Purchase otherworld battle buffs. You do get some runes. So if you're trying to craft your swords up, you definitely want to make sure you do that. And then of course there are a bunch of other challenges that you can look at later to the season or get them done now. You have the seasonal ones, the weekly ones, and the daily ones. So make sure to maximize your amount of runes and mementos out of that. So yeah. Now let's actually talk about what they sort of changed, because we only had the only thing so far that they have changed from Season 2 to Season 3 was the 2 new battlefield effects. But then what else they've changed is the battlefield effects. I meant battlefield buffs before. The battlefield effects and debuff characters. So for the past week, we actually had no one on the debuff character list. We now have 3 characters as of yesterday. As of Saturday, we got introduced 3 characters on here, which is Jean, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. So automatically, you're going to have to take them off your Otherworld battle team. You can't use them. They're going to be way too weak. They're not going to be able to do any damage, and they're just going to get absolutely one-tapped by every single character. Now, if we take a look at the battlefield effects, we have some pretty interesting stuff. Characters' basic damage dealt decreased by 500% to all female types. So female types are not going to be dealing as much damage as they used to. And for some reason, I can't filter that out here. But that does make things pretty darn interesting, because now you're going to have to look at certain characters. Of course, Jean's already off the list. Cersei's going to deal less damage. Wasp's going to deal less damage, even though she's just a support. Still sort of a hit there. Shuri, if you're trying to run her. I'm trying to take a look at who else is sort of meta for PvP that you may be using. I think that's about it. I may be forgetting someone, but definitely Cersei for sure. And then that already makes another hit on Jean. But like I said, she's already out of this week, at least from being used. Then we have superhero characters' basic damage taken increased by 400%. So if we filter to superhero here, that means Adam Warlock. Of course, Spider-Man, he's already off the list. Sentry, and that looks to be Cersei. I think that's it. Yeah, Cersei. So Cersei, Sentry, and Adam Warlock will be taking 400% more damage. Now, from the Otherworld battle runs that I have ran, Adam Warlock does not seem to be affected that much by it. Like I said, this has only been out for a day, so I'm still going to do more testing. But from what I'm seeing right now, it's not affecting Adam very much. Cersei, on the other hand, though, it is starting to take a hit on her, especially since she already has the female character damage dealt hitting her as well. Healing ability characters basic damage taken increased by 400%. So they're going to take 400% more damage. So we go ahead and filter out here healing characters. That's going to leave you with basically Wolverine and Gore. I haven't tested Gore here, but that's what we're actually going to do today. Because I am interested to see how he does. But for the most part, that leaves still Adam, Hulk, Thanos, and of course Wasp is still a great support. It's really just that sort of other character that I'm trying to figure out. If you have Carnage, he's probably going to be your best option. I don't have Carnage personally, so I'm trying to figure out who else to use. But if you look at the top teams here, it's pretty much most of the same. You got Adam holding down the fort. You got Carnage, Wasp, Thanos, and then you even have some Kangs in here now. I still think Gore's better than Kang, but we'll see when we check out this debuff or this battlefield effect. We got, again, Adam, Hulk, Kang, Shuri, And then we got some Colossus and Hela for supports, of course, and then some more Atoms. So yeah, you're mainly going to want to make sure you have an Atom. And then, of course, Hulk and Carnage are also going to be very dominant. And then you can kind of filter things out depending on if you want more supports, if you want Thanos, if you want Gore. It all just depends on your roster. But yeah, definitely the characters for sure that I think this week are going to be great is Atom, Hulk, Thanos, Wasp, and Carnage. Now, anyone else is going to be a little iffy. Like I said, I was running Cersei. Didn't really work out for me because those 2 debuffs from the battlefield effect. And now we're going to go ahead and test out Gore. Because if I can't use Gore, then I'm probably going to have to try either Sentry. And if not, I'm going to have to run with my level 70 Carnage again, just like last week. So yeah, that's pretty much the battlefield effects and the debuff characters. The best teams are going to be what you see these top 5 guys running, like I said. Just depends on what your account has and which support you have available. If you have Colossus, Wasp, Hela, whoever you want to use. Now I'm going to go ahead and sort of do some of my own testing. I want to go ahead and see here. How my Gore sort of handles with that damage increase taken. Let's go ahead and see how he survives, and we can take a look at this other Gore to see how he survives as well. If he doesn't work out, then we're going to run Sentry. And if that doesn't work out, then like I said, we're going to have to run Carnage. So I do suggest that when these sort of new battlefield effects and debuffs come out, to test out your teams. So that Gore, of course, got absolutely wiped by my Atom. And it looks like he's getting wiped again. So yeah, he can't tank too much. Let's see if okay, here's my Gore. He's in. And he takes a lot of damage. He's not as tanky as he used to be. He's still healing, though. And he's dealing some damage. So not terrible. It's not terrible. He can still get some damage in, but he is a little squishy. I'm going to do one more run with him, and then we're going to check out Sentry. And then I'll sort of make my final decision. Ooh, do not want to refill there. Here we go. Last time, let's go see. We got another Gore. You kind of just want to pay attention to a singular character and see how well they do to sort of determine for yourself if this character on my roster is going to do well this week or not. So my team just got absolutely wiped. Thankfully, they're running a gene, so that gene's just going to die immediately. So again, Gore just gets absolutely wiped. He's so squishy. It's crazy. Okay, so yeah, I don't think Gore's going to be it this, at least for the battlefield effects for now. So the battlefield effects, I should have pointed this out before, they do actually last for the next, I believe it's 19 days. So once in 19 days, sort of halfway through the season-ish, they will change. The debuff character list changes every Saturday. I'll make a video on it if it's something huge. If not, then we'll just post on the community tab for the YouTube page. I'll just post a screenshot there. All right, let's go ahead and try out Sentry, because Sentry is going to be taking 400% basic damage taken, just like Gore dealt to superheroes. So it might end up being the same thing. I'm still just curious to try. And if it is that case, then it looks like we're running level 70 Carnage for now. Because I do have his artifacts, so he should be able to do some damage in. But yeah, it might be a good incentive to tier 3M. I've been wanting to tier 3M for a while. Just have a lot of other characters in line. So we got Dr. Doom, which is interesting. Yeah, Cersei is definitely taking a hit. With all those debuffs, she just popped her Transcendent and did nothing, and she just got wiped. That Gore went out. Here's my Sentry coming in. Okay, he's dealing damage for sure. Obviously, his damage didn't take a hit. He got deleted there by Adam. Let's see how he does here now. Okay, he still takes out Adam. Okay, so Sentry's not too bad. He seems to be a little more tankier than Gore. They both have a second life, so either one can work. We're going to do one more test because it's only fair. We gave Gore a second test. So, yeah, this might take some more testing to really tell me what I'm going to want to run. But Sentry didn't look half bad there. Let's go ahead and see how he does here. Alrighty then. So we got Hulk. He's going to absolutely wipe. Then that Gore got wiped. Yeah, see how squishy Gore is now? Gore is just getting... Yep, Gore's gone again. Wow. Are we even going to have to pull out? Yep, Sentry, here he comes. How are you going to do? Okay, he got wiped by Adam there. Makes sense, but still, that was really quick. Okay, he's dealing damage, and he got wiped. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some more testing. I think I might end up going on Carnage. If you have Carnage, I would definitely take him over Gore and Sentry right now, just because he has no sort of battlefield effects on him. But yeah, it's going to be interesting for me. I'm going to have to do a little bit more testing to see what the best team is for me, but I'm definitely going to hold Adam, Hulk, Thanos and Wasp. It's just sort of that third slot there that I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, let me know what team you're running this week for Otherworld Battle. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer them in the comments for what teams and stuff you want to run and which buffs are going to work this season. We'll have to take a look. But I'm very excited to sort of see what other Battlefield debuffs we get, what other Battlefield effects we get, and what sort of icon we're going to be getting at the end of this season. So yeah, I hope you guys have another great season. We'll see you maybe next week for another Otherworld Battle video, depending on what the changes are. Like I said, we'll be in the community post if there's nothing huge. But that'll do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I know I'm a little late on this, but like I said, wasn't much to talk about when there was no debuff characters for the first week. So I hope you took advantage of that. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Take care and peace out.